Once, I was 7 years old. My mother knelt beside me, her voice gentle. Be kind, be brave, and choose your friends wisely. She told me. I didn't understand then, but one day, I would. Once, I was 7 years old. We ran through golden fields, arms out like airplanes. Laughter filled the air. Back then, we felt like we could fly. Once, I was 9 years old. The playground was old and dusty, but to us, it was a kingdom. I climbed the tallest monkey bars back then. Once, I was 11 years old. I stood with older kids in a quiet alley. One of them held out a cigarette. The others laughed, waiting. Mama's words echoed in my head, choose your friends wisely. But I just wanted to fit in. Once, I was 12 years old. I sat in our small living room. My father looked at me, his eyes tired. Life moves fast. Be strong, be smart, he said. I didn't understand then, but I never forgot. Once, I was 13 years old. My room was small and messy, but it felt like home. I strummed my old guitar, scribbling lyrics in my notebook. Music felt like where I belonged. Once, I was 16 years old. I stood on a small stage, hands shaking on my guitar. The lights were warm, the crowd watching. I took a deep breath and played. Once, I was 18 years old. Our studio was small, messy, but full of music. I sat recording song after song. It wasn't perfect, but it was mine. I took a deep breath and played. Once, I was 20 years old. The lights shone bright. The crowd cheered. I held the mic, heart racing. My dream was real. Once, I was 25 years old, flying from city to city, living the dream. Music sheets lay on the table, but my mind wandered. Something still felt missing. Once, I was 30 years old. I sat with my wife and child, feeling truly at home. Fame fades, but family lasts forever. Once, I was 40 years old. Success had given me much, but it couldn't keep everyone I loved. I knelt in the rain, placing flowers on the gravestone. Some things time can't change. Once, I was 60 years old. I sat on my porch reading a letter from an old friend. The years had passed, but the memories stayed. Once, I was 70 years old. I stood backstage, watching a young musician step into the spotlight. He reminded me of myself, full of dreams, guitar in hand. The music would live on, even after I was gone. Once, I was old and gray, sitting in the same warm kitchen where it all began. My grandson listened, eyes wide, as I told him my story. One day, he would have his own to tell.